Shelby Cash here, your local broker and downtown Wilmington guide today. We're gonna do 3 different of my favorite ghost tours since we're prepping for Halloween. There's so many things to do here in Wilmington. The corn maze at the Trask family farms, there's pumpkin patches like at the Popular Grove plantation, but I just feel like I wanna narrow in and show you guys my favorite things to do. So without further ado, let's go on these ghost tours.
So the Ghost Walk of Old Wilmington, we do it every night at 6:30 and 8:30 this time of year. In the winter months, we only do it at 6:30. We do 5 locations out of the 28 that we could do. With a lot of kids, I'll go different places. If it's all seniors, I'll go to different places. And if it's a mix, I figure it out. We have 28 stories we could tell. I tell about 12 of them regularly. I believe the Latimer House is the most beautiful house in Wilmington, and the stories associated with the Latimer House, and there are a lot of them, are the best ones for me. I also really like, there's a story about Gallus. And Gallus was a famous figure here in town. I don't want to say too much because it'll give it away. I lived in this town for 27 years before I ever did a ghost walk because I was thinking about helping out. A friend of mine did it and asked if I would like to consider it. And I went on my first ghost walk, and I didn't believe I would see as much as I do see. The stories are kind of amazing. They lend themselves to seeing and hearing things that you wouldn't necessarily suspect unless you knew the story of the house.
So we just heard the story of Gladys, one of Wilmington's most infamous bartenders. Honestly, it's one of my favorite. I love her to death. She's an icon. If you want to learn more about it, definitely book your tickets at the Black Cat Shop and go on this ghost tour. It's all year long, but in Halloween, I definitely recommend it. So Wilmington, the whole entire town is haunted, in case you didn't know. Most of these buildings and sidewalks that we're actually walking on actively right now all used to be a cemetery, like grave sites everywhere. When they were constructing the city, they had to actually dig up a bunch of these graves and then move them. You start down on Front Street at the water and you walk all the way to about 3rd or 4th. So make sure that when you are doing this ghost walk, put on some very comfy walking shoes. If you are thinking about moving here, I highly recommend doing the ghost walk. Not only do you learn like the areas of downtown, you learn the history of it. If you are looking to move down here, let me know. I am a local broker here and spooky expert. So we're actually coming up on Orange Street right now. There is a graveyard and a Catholic cathedral behind me that we'll be walking up on. I'm actually gonna stop walking backwards. The graveyard itself is very haunted. A lot of people come here at nighttime to take photos, and there have been so many full body apparitions in those photos. Also, there's a feral cat colony that lives in that cemetery, so I really wanna go, but we have to book it to our next ghost tour so I can show you one of my other favorites. Let's go. So we just finished our Wilmington Ghost Tour, Ghost Walk here in downtown Wilmington. If you want to buy your tickets, come to the Black Cat Shop here in downtown Wilmington on 2nd and Front Street. It's one of my favorite places to go. Absolutely love it. Also, this is where we just got our tickets to do the haunted pub crawl.
I've been doing tours for 13 years. This is my 13th year doing this. I started in 2012. I moved here in 2009. And we came to visit in 2008, and it was such a beautiful city, so cool, so awesome, that we just decided, I think on the plane home, that we were gonna come live here. What makes this special compared to other tours? We do a lot of history research.
We are on our way to our first stop. I'm very excited for this, so let's see some local ghouls and get some brews, man. I'm excited, okay? Spirits and spirits. Spooky. Insurance.
John Herchak, the owner of the company, he and his wife Kim Herchak started this company 26 years ago. They did extensive research on it. We have interviewed probably hundreds of people about the ghosts and hauntings here in town. And once you get a lot of consistent stories over and over again, it's pretty clear that something really crazy is going on.
We are on our way to our very first pub of the night. I'm very excited for this. Let's go get some spirits. I am stop of our pub tour. I have drinking a singular beer. I might have to call an Uber. This is the Pretty Peach at our first stop. Cheers, guys. So we are off to our next stop on this haunted ghost pub tour, and we are joined by these lovely ladies.
Get her in it, just for the heck of it. Get her in. It's her birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Not happy.
Oh, you hush.
I'm
You're
hitting
gorgeous.
6-0.
So you see all these beautiful ladies here in
Beautiful
Wilmington.
ladies. Wilmington.
It is one of the reasons why you should move here.
Be good, do good, God bless, go Bills.
Amen. Go Bills.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of those instruments. God.
I feel like as long as people don't start throwing stuff at you, you're good. You're golden.
Give my name.
Go Josh. Go Josh.
Go Josh. Go Bills. Happy birthday. We're currently at my favorite stop of the night, Growlers. I absolutely love it here. I come here on my birthday every single year. You can play arcade games, skee ball, and pool. 10 out of 10 would stop here again. Creepy, guys. Creepy.
A local character, a guy by the name of Monsieur Philippe Bassadier, who was a barber here in the early 1800s, had a barbershop in a basement barbershop down here in Wilmington. And the fire department, in an effort to try to cut down on the amount of fires that rip through the town, said the next time there's a fire, they're gonna find the cheapest, oldest building between the fire and downtown Wilmington and blow that building up. So when the fire hits the blown up building, it'll burn itself out. They got everybody out. Well, almost everybody out. Monsieur Bassadier went in one of his barber chairs about 100 feet up into the air, came down with a resounding thud. And the rest of the story, you'd have to come on to the Haunted Pub Crawl to hear. Non-believers are non-believers. If somebody's on the fence and they don't believe in ghosts, they could end the night still not believing in ghosts, or you could have happen like one gentleman who was on the tour where somebody took a picture of him and somebody else showed up in the picture and we all knew that there was nobody there. And by the end of the night, the guy that started out the tour going, I don't believe in ghosts, I don't believe in ghosts, was following me around with this picture going, what the hell is that?
Alrighty, so we are at our last stop of our little ghost tour era. Unfortunately, we couldn't get tickets for the ghost tour. You do have to order them a month in advance. They average about $150, but we'll put the link down below if you want to try it yourself. So we're going to do the nice little self-guided ghost tour. I'm going to tell you what I know about the ship and the ghost stories here. It is open daily from 8 to 5. Definitely take 2 hours out of your day and come down here and check out the ship. So how they got the ship over here, parked and set up, it's actually a really cool story. It happened back in the 60s. They had to wait for a king tide. If you don't know what a king tide is one of the largest high tides that we have here on the coast. But not only did they have to wait for a king tide, they had to wait for a second full moon in order for it to even be higher. This whole area was completely flooded. They actually sailed the ship over here and parked it. The tide was so incredibly high that this whole battleship actually went through the Cape Fear River. And they were able to park it right here. This right here is the turret. It is actually really fun to crawl up in here and see all the controls. This is the perfect family-friendly activity. Even if you're just adults and you want to come here on a date, this is so fun and it is absolutely perfect. So let's crawl up here and see what it looks like inside the turret. You have the transfer panel behind you. Ford Industries built this quote-unquote computer. is one of the first mock-up computers that was made. So ghosts and things are spooky, but as a 6-foot-tall person in this ship, the spookiest thing is all the things I'm going to bump my head on as we film this. So these are the ship's decorations. It's all the awards that they achieved, all the honors that they've had from all the battles that they fought in World War II. Into the unknown. And this is what's going on my head. So as we make our way down to the engine room, we come to this kind of cafeteria area. It's one of the places where people would come eat, hang out. Behind me is a chaplain room area. Staff say that when they come out here at night to kind of close up, make sure everything's clean, they can hear church music, people singing, and people still talking here just in this first room that you come to. It's kind of spooky if you ask me. Spooky. Back in the States during the war, sugar was a hot commodity, but here on ship with the soldiers, they were actually able to have fresh baked goods, cakes, and goodies. It's the least that we could do for our soldiers who were fighting for us at the time. So my grandfather was actually one of the chefs on board. He did not work here in the bread room, but he worked in one of the lower kitchens, which we'll see later. He actually kept a little notebook with all of his recipes from the war. It's actually a cool little thing that my family just has. A very popular thing you see in homes now that is very desired is a giant basin sink. You can say that the original is here on this ship. Just kidding. Do you have a KitchenAid mixer? So do I. But was it this big? So we're making our way down to the middle level of the ship, and it's actually one of the most haunted levels. A lot of people and ghosts actually end up seeing oh, wait, what is that? Oh, ah! So if you choose to do the self-tour during the summer, I actually wouldn't do it during the summer. There is no AC in this building underneath. It gets really hot, so definitely plan on coming on a cool day or on a rainy day. They do have fans, but there's no AC in this giant metal tomb. Imagine just having like this, like ultra security, safe from the purge. I want this installed in my house. So down here in the engine room, it is said that there is a walking apparition that people have seen, and it looks like a dude in full soldier, like Navy attire, walking around, still working down here in the engine room. I haven't seen anything yet, but let's keep hunting for ghosts, guys. So this is actually the butcher shop here on the ship. What you just saw were actual meat hooks. I'm probably going to get yelled at for sitting here on this butcher block table. This is the part of the ship that my grandfather actually worked in. It's the kitchen, the main cafeteria. This is George, he's my friend. George has nice, beautiful arrows on him, telling us where to go so we don't get lost in this ship.
You scared me, George. Stop looking at me like that.
So back here is the main kitchen and cafeteria. Some say that there is a soldier that still sits here, walks around. You can see them eating. Multiple people have seen this apparition. It's actually kind of spooky. We're all here all alone. I have the creepiest vibe right now. So during the ghost tour on the ship, as you can see, it's already pretty dim in here. There's not many lights. They actually turn off almost all the lights. They leave their red lights on and some of the emergency lights on, but it definitely gives it more of a spooky vibe, spooky attitude. Over there in that corner is where it said that you can see someone eating their last meal. Huh? Think of all the people like during the battle, during World War II, that died in this sick bay. This is a very active warship, both paranormally and back in the day. So before you leave the tour, make sure you stop by the wishing well. So this ship is actually not funded by the government at all. It is all community-based and donations. So all the repairs on the ship, everything to keep it maintained and running is supported by us and the community. So when you come by, stop by the wishing well, make sure you bring a penny and a quarter. It's actually kind of spooky. You want to make your wish, and then right there in the bottom, very center, you can see a bucket. They say if you can make your coin or donation in the bucket, your wish will come true. Okay, so I got a nickel this time. We're going to see if my wish will come true. Ready? That's kind of it for our tour. We reached the end, we reached the exit. Everything that we saw today is my top 3 favorite tours and ghost tours to do in downtown Wilmington. All 3 of these tours actually go all year round. For more details and links to buy your tickets online, they will be all in the comments below. So on your way out, when you walk into the gift shop, don't forget to get your little picture that was taken. I have one of me and my beautiful best friend / cameraman. I cannot wait to show you guys this.